Ahead of the Lok Sabha elections, 3 independent MLAs have announced their support for Congress in Haryana. Charkhi Dadri MLA Somveer Sangwan, Pundri MLA Randir Golan and Nilokheri MLA Dharampal Gondar have withdrawn their support from BJP and supported Congress. The trio made this announcement while addressing a press conference in the presence of former Chief Minister and Leader of Opposition Bhupendra Singh Hooda and Haryana Congress President Chaudhary Udheban. They also sent a letter of withdrawal of support to the governor.
10 साल का जो उनका पीरियड रहा एजुकेशन के मामले में मुझे ये कहने में कोई संकोच नहीं है कि नहीं आज हम उनका समर्थन कर रहे हैं। इन्होंने एजुकेशन को इतना बढ़ावा दिया, कितनी संस्था बनाई थी, सोच नहीं सकता और बगैर एजुकेशन का आगे नहीं बढ़ सकता। सिर्फ एक ही कारण था कि बीजेपी सरकार के अंदर उसके अंदर मैं भी जाट आरक्षण का फैसला कराने वाला मैं कैप्टन अभिमन्यु का फैसला भी मैंने कराया था। जब भी कोई बात आई तो समाज के अंदर जुल्म की बात आई, सवाए जाति पाति के भेदभाव करके इस समाज को बढ़ाने का काम मुझे चाहे सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट हो चाहे स्टेट गवर्नमेंट हो, देश और प्रदेश के अंदर नफरत फैलाई, एक दूसरे को खून का पैसा तो सुरक्षित अपने आप को महसूस नहीं करते, एक दूसरे को दुश्मन समझते हैं। सबसे बड़ी गिरावट का काम ये हुआ। इसलिए हम ये नहीं कहते कि हमने उसने भी कहा था कि जाति पाति धर्म मजहब पर बांट के देश आगे नहीं बढ़ सकता। हिंदुस्तान के अंदर हर आदमी का योगदान है, देश की आजादी के अंदर सबका योगदान था। इसलिए सबको जिन्हें कहा सब आगे बढ़े, शिक्षित एक समर्पित एक मजबूत भारत बने, उसमें हमारी भागीदारी, ऐसी कल्पना लेकर हमने राजनीति करी थी और शुद्ध अंतःकरण से आज भी हम अपनी बात पर कायम हैं। अपने कौन आएगा।
This is a major political story that is brewing up in the national space and also in Haryana, and to get more updates on this particular story and how it could affect the campaign of the Bharatiya Janata Party in the Lok Sabha 2024 elections and also the Vidhan Sabha or the assembly elections that is coming up in October for the Bharatiya Janata Party is a question to be answered. Well, now we've got with us our correspondent from Haryana, Pankil, and we'll be getting the latest updates as to the development of the political atmosphere in Haryana. First of all, Pankil, thank you so much for joining us at Hornbill TV. Also, Pankil, did this move of the 3 independent MLAs that withdrawing support from the Bharatiya Janata Party and now supporting the Congress, do you think this came as a big surprise for the Bharatiya Janata Party and also Naib Saini's government? And what is the current situation with the rest of the independent MLAs that are still supporting the BJP? And do you think that the remaining independent MLAs will also pledge their support to the Congress in the days to come?
So the current situation, I'll tell you about. In the middle of the Lok Sabha election, dramatic developments have reduced the BJP-led state government to a minority in Haryana Assembly.
Yes.
The Congress is now racing against time to make the most of the situation and couple together the number of required Naib Saini government months before state polls.
Yes.
Behind the crisis is the decision of 3 independent MLAs to switch from BJP camp to the Congress.
Yes.
And recently a press conference has been held by the Congress addressing the media. Mr. Hooda said the government should resign.
Yes.
President rules should be imposed in the state and election held.
Yes.
This is an anti-people government. The Chief Minister Saini, who took over the topmost just about 2 months back,
Yes.
had guarded response. When I heard about it, I knew that moment the Congress is trying to fulfill their wishes. Everyone has a wish, but the people know, they know the Congress has got nothing to do with the wishes of people.
Yes.
So basically, also update about the JJP. JJP is also interested in joining with the Congress, and also we can see now the BJP government is not more in majority. So upcoming updates will be for available in the Haryana.
All right. So, Pankil, the other question is there was a floor test as to the no confidence motion that was placed before the Naib Saini government, in which the Bharatiya Janata Party won through a voice vote. Do you think that in the future or in the days to come, the Congress could ask for another floor test? And do you think that this time the Bharatiya Janata Party would still be strong enough to defeat the no confidence motion?
So basically, the 90 seats Haryana Assembly currently has 88 members.
Yes.
This means the majority mark is 45.
Yes.
The BJP has 40 MLAs of its own, and is supported by 3 out of 6 independent MLAs.
Yes.
This makes it 43 too short of a magic figure. The Congress has 30 legislators and 3 independents now support of it.
Yes.
If JJP backs it, the Congress will have the support of 43 MLAs. This leaves 2 MLAs, one from Haryana,
Yes.
the local party.
Yes. All right. Also, coming a bit, there was just a few moments back, JJP President, who was Deputy Chief Minister, Mr. Chautala, has said that he would back the Congress if the Congress takes out a move to topple the government. Do you think the anti-incumbency factor will also play a big role in the coming, as Haryana goes to polls on May 25th, in the 6th phase? Do you think that the anti-incumbency factor will also play a big role? Because in the 2019 Lok Sabha elections, BJP won 10 out of 10 seats that are present for Haryana. Do you think that this time BJP can repeat the magic number of 10, or do you believe the anti-incumbency and also this present with 3 independents backing the Congress, do you think that's going to create a dent in the BJP's campaign?
So basically this anti-incumbency will put a lot effect on the results of BJP.
Yes.
As we can see, the 3 independent MLAs, by leaving a party joint opposition, ultimately give a bad effect to the party. And if we talk about the ground reality, as we can see, there are certain changes in the scenario currently. So also the Dushant Chautala has showed its interest in the Congress. So if he will give its back to the Congress will be in the majority, and it will give a huge effect on the Lok Sabha election.
All right, so Pankaj, coming back now to a different topic, which is the assembly polls that is going to be held in Haryana this year, maybe in the month of October or November. So the JJP was the deciding factor in the 2019 Haryana assembly elections. With 10 seats, they supported the Bharatiya Janata Party, and that is how the BJP got a majority, in which Dushant Chautala became the Deputy Chief Minister. Just 6 months before the start of the Lok Sabha elections, there was a shuffle in the government, and Manohar Lal Khattar was dropped as the Haryana Chief Minister, and Nayab Saini was then appointed as the Chief Minister. People in the ground have said that the JJP, which is primarily dependent on the Jat votes in Haryana, the farmer protest was one of the biggest reasons as to how the JJP is losing its support from the common mass. Do you believe that now, with the JJP supporting the Congress, is it trying to gain back favor from the Jat farmers and also the farmers of Haryana?
So if we see the history of JJP, and interesting, the plot playing out amid the Haryana government crisis is linked to the Chautala.
Yes.
Claim that once dominated the state's political landscape before a string of poll setbacks.
Yes.
Convictions and split reduced INLD to a one-man party in assembly. Currently, INLD General Secretary Abhay Chautala
Yes.
is the party's alone MLA in assembly. Now that JJP led by Mr. Chautala's nephew Dushant Chautala has offered support to Congress, the question is, will Abhay Chautala remain on the same side or join ranks with BJP?
All right, so Pankaj, lastly, now that at the moment, currently in Haryana, there is rampant polling and also assembly. The Chief Minister is going for Rath Yatras and he's taking out rallies that are showing the BJP government's work in the past 10 years. Do you feel that with all this happening in state politics of Haryana, do you think that BJP will now have to focus more on the assembly elections rather than the Lok Sabha elections?
Yes, actually it's totally unpredictable, but the current scenario is that the BJP on ground is lagging in many seats like Sirsa, Hisar, etc.
Yes.
So it will be a big task for BJP in the Vidhan Sabha election. So it's unpredictable, but will be the upcoming results.
All right, thank you so much, Pankaj, for the latest updates. We will be joining with you again to get more updates as to this current situation where 3 independent MLAs have withdrawn their support to the Bharatiya Janata Party. Thank you. Well, that was our correspondent, Pankaj, and he just informed that the 3 independent MLAs have now pledged their support, and The current ground scenario in Haryana is that the BJP is lagging behind with the Lok Sabha elections coming up and Haryana going to polls on the 25th of May in the 6th phase, where Haryana has 10 Lok Sabha seats. This current scenario that is unfolding in Haryana may dent the poll campaign of the Bharatiya Janata Party. It could be mentioned that in the last Lok Sabha elections that was held in 2019, the Bharatiya Janata Party had won 10 out of the 10 seats in Haryana, but this time it looks like they will have to work more.